بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي رب يسر ولا تؤسر وتمم بالخير. I'd like to welcome all of you with Islamic greeting. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. May the peace and blessing of Allah be on all of you. Tonight's topics is Module 2, Lesson number 12, Verb, Form 1 to 10. And I will be leading the class tonight. Ustaz Sadiq will be there in the background, and Ustaz Mahmoud will also be there in the background. This is a very long lesson, but we'll just do the introduction today, and there will be another 5 classes on the same lesson to follow up. So let's share the documents. Can you all see the document, the PDF lesson? Let me know.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Is that big enough, or you want to enlarge more? Okay. I think it's big enough. It's over 100. Okay. Now, lesson 12, verb form 1 to 10. In Arabic, verbs are categorized into 15 forms. Understanding these forms unlocks a deeper appreciation of their intricate layers within Quranic verses. These forms are crucial in Quranic grammar as they infuse the text with depth and precision, allowing for a rich tapestry of interpretations. It's a mouthful, but in layman terms, that we need to learn 10 forms from 1 to 10. And in total, there are 15 forms. But we will not be touching on the other, just concentrate on from form 1 to 10. Okay? From 2 to 10, extra letters added to 3 verbs. Listed are below from original trilateral root verbs. Sulasi al-mujarrad, and which is trilateral word. As-sulasi al-majid, which is extra. I'm sure most of you have already read the PDF before you come to class, and you probably have seen or watched the YouTube video. It will help you when I explain these lessons, inshallah. So, verb forms 1, which we've already learned on module 1, fa'ala, which is a simple form and is a form 1, fa'ala. Today we're going to explore from 2 to 10 here. Form 2 is fa'ala, and form 3 is fa'ala, fa with alif at the end, and form 4 is af'ala. Let me get the pen. Where is the pen? Okay, there we go. Right. So, form 4 is af'ala. Form 5, tafa'ala. And form 6, tafa'ala. Fa has got an alif at the end. And form 7, infa'ala. Form 8, if ta'ala. Form 9, if Allah. And form 10 is istaf'ala. So you make a note, and of course you will be required to memorize some of these at the end before the lesson finish. There will be some memorization to do as well. So basically, just an introduction at the moment from 1 to 10. Form 1, the base form, presents the action in its simplest state, while Form 2 to 10 and beyond modify the root to express causative actions, reflexive meanings, intensification, or mutuality, among other aspects. Form 11 is very rare, form 9 is very rare and used in Quran, and form 11 to 14 are also rare, extremely rare, and will not be covered in these lessons, like I said before. So let's look at this one. Okay. Conjugation of 10 measures of Arabic verb. First one, we need to recognize madi forms, verb or fi'l. It starts with madi, mudari, amar, nahi, fa'il, maf'ul, masdar, madi, madi majhul, and mudari majhul, the last two. Okay? So these lines here, madi, mudari, amar, nahi, they are verb or fi'l. Right? We know what madi is, and we know what mudari is. We know what amar is, and we know what nahi is, because it's already been explained into module 1. Also, we know isim or noun like fa'il, maf'ul, and masdar, which also we touched on module 1, lesson 34, and madi majhul and passive, mudari majhul is here. So as you can see, fa'ala, the original tri-letter words here, you can see there. Let me get this. Magic pen. There you go. Fa'ala. And the fa'ala is madi, and mudari tense is yaf'alu. Then amr if'al, nahi la taf'al, fa'il, fa'ilun, fa'ilun. And then maf'ul is maf'ulun. And masdar, there are 3 or 4 types here. Fa'alun, fu'lun, fu'ulun, fi'alatun. And then madi majhul is fu'ila yuf'alu. You can see the patterns here from 1 to 10. Now 1 was a simple, just trilateral word, and then we're going to touch on form 2. As you can see,
Sorry, Ustad, they're asking to enlarge the screen. I think they're having difficulty.
enlarge more. Okay. Is that large enough? That's 250. That should be large enough.
I should think so.
Is there any problem? Can you see?
Shammi said to enlarge them. It's better everyone join from laptop.
They want to go left, yeah? Is that okay? Is that okay, Shami? Right.
Yes, Ustad. Just go
Right.
ahead.
Form 2, you can see the difference from fa'ala to fa'ala. Ain got shadda on top and is pronounced twice. Fa'ala. Okay? Yufa'ilu. فعل لا تفعل مفعل مفعال تفعيل فعل يفعل. Now, form 2 is basically causative or intensive or intensive. Okay, I will explain to you in the lower part of it. At the moment, I'm just introducing to you. So you can see the fa'ala now changes with the additional letter in there and is giving extra meaning. Is giving causative or intensive meanings, which will be explained to you in a minute. So next one is form 3, fa'ala. You can see fa with alif at the end. Fa'ala. Yufa'ilun. Yufa'ilu. Fa'il. La tufa'il. Mufa'ilun. Mufa'alun. Mufa'alatun. Fu'ila. Yufa'alu. We need to mark these very carefully when we're reading it. You can see the different letters and it keep changing. Form 4. Now it says af'ala. Again, is causative, makes happen. Af'ala. Yuf'ilu. Af'il. La tuf'il. Muf'ilun. Muf'alun. If'alun. Uf'ila. Yuf'alu. Now, form 5. You can see ta is added now, and ain also has taken a shadda on top. So tafa'ala, tafa'ala. Again, is reflexive of verb to here. You see that? Fa'ala. Now we added ta before fa'ala. So it now becomes tafa'ala. Okay? Yatafa'alu, tafa'al, la tafa'al, mutafa'ilun, mutafa'alun, then tafa'ulun, tufi'ila, and yutafa'alu. Now, form 6, again, is also reflexive of verb 3, which is here, fa'ala. Fa'ala. Okay? If you look at these 6, tafa'ala. Ta is added. Everything else remains same. Fa'ala. The ta is added here, which giving emphasis again, reflexive of verb 3. Here, yatafa'alu. Tafa'al. La tafa'al. Mutafa'ilun. Mutafa'alun. Tafa'ulun. Tufu'ila. Yutafa'alu. Now we're coming to 7. Okay, verb form 7. In fa'ala. It's passive of 1 from here. Can you see? Fa'ala. In fa'ala. In is added here. Okay. Yanfa'ilu. In fa'il. La tanfa'il. Munfa'ilun. And there is no maf'ul. There is only mazdar here. And there is no madi majhul or mudari majhul. Form 8. A reflexive of 1 again from here. Form 1. And as you can see, alif is added here. Ifta'ala. Ifta'ala. Yafta'ilu. افتعل لا تفتعل مفتعل مفتعال افتعال افتعل يفتعل. Okay. Now, number 9, which is referring to colors or defect. Very rarely used in the Quran, but for information, we need to learn them as well. And here it is, again, is if Allah, yaf'allu, if alil, la taf'alil, muf'allun, if ilalun. And finally, form number 10, istaf'ala, is causative and reflexive. It will be explained in a minute. If istaf'ala, istaf'ilu, istaf'il, la tastaf'il, mustaf'ilun, mustaf'alun, istif'alun, ustif'ila, ustuf'ila, yustaf'alu. Now I have a question for all of you. Have you gone through these 10 forms of verbs? Can you raise your hand or unmute yourself and tell me? Anyone?
Yes, Ustad. Yes. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Yes.
Atira?
Yeah. Yes.
You have. Okay.
Yes.
I'm here.
And you have as well. Good. So did that help you now, what I explained to you, or you already understood on your PDF what you need to do with them?
Yeah, I
It helps
understood
in
how different
writing.
patterns are being formed, but we have to work a lot to remember them, I think.
Yes. This demonstration is only done on fa'ala, right? As the original trilateral words. And it just showing is a demonstration showing how the forms are made from 1 to 10. You know, which letter is added before or after, and when shadda is added, and when is not added, etc., etc. So it just giving you an idea. But later on, there is a chart that we will be asking you to memorize this. Okay? A verb from 1 to 10 on a different ones. And also we will do a demonstration with some of the verbs that they are not here, but we will give you those verbs and you have to tell us how the verb form 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 are formed. You know, not all of it together, but maybe one at a time. So this is just an introduction here. Now let's just explore these muddy forms. Meaning will vary significantly. Some common meanings are given below. For example, fa'ala, form 1, regular verb. Kataba means he wrote. Fa'ala, form 2, causative or intensive, meaning alima to allama, kasara to kassara. Alima means to know, allama to teach. Okay, so original verb is alima and then allama. Can you see how it changed? And then kasara, then kassara. Kasara to break, kassara to smash it. Okay. Next, verb form 3, fa'ala, fa'ala, associative, reciprocal between two to three parties. Katala, then qatala. Katala, then qatala. Af'ala, positive, make happens. Kharaja, akhraja. Kharaja, then akhraja. Generally intransitive, okay? Verb form 5. Tafa'ala. Tafa'ala. Reflexive of verb 2, inwards action towards the oneself. Subject is also subject. Tabayyana lahu annahu aduwun. Both transitive and intransitive verbs, okay? Tafa'ala. Reflexive of form 3. Subject is also object or reciprocal between party 2 and 3. Mutual. And then we got 8. In fa'ala. Fa'un falaqa. Fa'un falaqa. Fa'un falaqa. Comes from falaqa and means it split. Okay? C split on his own without a direct agent. This example often implies that the subject is being acted upon or that action happened by itself or by divine wills. إذا السماء انفطرت وإذا الكواكب انتصرت. Okay? In if ta'ala, which is verb form 8, again, reflexive of form 1 and its intransitivity typically points to action done with effort, often involving oneself or internal action, and sometimes it expresses the start of an action or an attempt to take an action. Okay, verb form 9. If Allah, it refers to color and is very rarely used in Quran. So, we're just learning it for learning it, for knowing the information, but there is not many words use verb 9. Verb 10 is taf'ala, causative, reflexive action of seeking or attempting something, often with a sense of striving or asking. Now, list of verbs given in below. Okay, can you see? Fa'ala, discussed in earlier chapter. Okay, fa'ala is form 1. Form 2 is fa'ala. Form 1, shadda on ain. So if you look at form 1, fa'ala, ain's got fatha. There is no shadda. It's a simple trilateral verb. Form 1, fa'ala. Form 2, you will use shadda on top of ain letter, which means you will pronounce it twice, fa'ala. Okay? And then so from shadda on ain, okay? Here the example is given. To know is alima. Alima means to know, knowledge, to know. In form 1 becomes to teach someone, allama. Can you see how it's transforming? The example given before, fa'ala to fa'ala. Similar here, alima to allama. Is giving the example between form 1 and 2. Okay? And in form 2. To smash, kassara in form 2 is the more intensive or intense version of the root verb. To break is kasara. So kasara to break, and to smash it is kassara. So again, it's a similar examples given in the top. Kasara is your normal trilateral verb. Okay. And if you add shadda on top of a sin here, what do you get? Kasara. The meaning change. Before it was to break, kasara. Now, if you say kasara, it's to smash. is given the intents, is given the meaning, the rich meanings, you know. So these examples are very helpful. If you can follow it, what I'm saying. If you still have any question, we'll answer it at end of the lesson, inshallah. Okay. Form 3, fa'ala. Form 1, alif with fa and alif is added here. Fa'ala. You can see form 1, fa'ala. There is no alif here. Fa'ala. Just 3 simple letters. But here, form 3 is fa'ala. Fa has got an alif after fa, letter fa. Okay? Now, to write is kataba, becomes to correspond with kataba. Can you see the kaf now has got an alif at the end? Is transforming, is changing from 3 letters to now becomes 4 letter here. Kataba. Okay? To kill someone is katala. In form 1, simple trilateral word katala. Form 1. To fight with someone is qatala. Kaf with alif. Qatala. In form 3. This is the example of form 3. Okay. So let's get my pen here. Okay. Qatala. It's got alif here. Can you see that? Right. Form 5. No, it's form 4 actually. Af'ala. Start with alif or hamzatul wasl here. To honor
Cut here. Cut.
hamzatul qat. Yeah. To honor someone, akrama. Okay. In form 4, instead of to be honored, karuma in form 1. So to be honored is karuma. To intensify that, akrama. Hamzatul qaf taking place before kaf, and kaf losing is fatha. So it become akrama, to honor someone. Can you see the meaning is keep changing? Yeah. And the letter is also changing from simple tri-letter word karuma to become akrama. Yeah. To be successful, fa'ala. No, sorry, falaha. To become successful, falaha. In form 1, original tri-letter verb, falaha, right? And now, what becomes now? To make someone successful, af'ala. Can you see hamzatul kat is added before it, and fa is losing its fatha, and now is taking sukun. Aflaha, in form 4. Okay. Form number 5. Okay, form number 5. Let's get this pen again. Right. Tafa'ala. Tafa'ala. You can see ta is added before fa'ala, and fa also got alif after fa letters. Original word was, what was the original word? Was fa'ala, now tafa'ala. Form 4. Okay, form 6. Now it's coming from form 3. Let me just go in there. Okay, form 3. We've already explained that. Form 3. Fa'ala. Can you see the fa'ala here? Fa'ala. Now we added tafa'ala. Tafa'ala. To be fast is saru'a. Okay. Become, to rush or to hurry is tasara'a. Sin got alif and ta is added. All right. To work, amila. All right. To do business with, ta'amala. Ta'amala. Okay? And now finally, 8. In fa'ala. We've got in added before fa to make it in fa'ala. And this is the original tri-letter word was fa'ala. You can see fa'ala. What's added here? In fa'ala. To tie, aqada in form 1 becomes to be knit together in aqada. To break ground, fajara. To explode or detonate, infajara. Okay, fajara to infajara. And finally, now what we got? 8. Yeah. If ta'ala. Now here you can see there's ta added. If ta'ala after fa, and the fa now got a sukoon. All right. And alif is added before that. If ta'ala. Okay. Samia become istama'a. To listen. Samia to hear, istama'a to listen. Okay. To knowledge is i'tarafa, to acknowledge. I'tarafa. And then it becomes, so its originally word is arafa. To know is arafa. And i'tarafa. Form number 9, a color or physical defect, ihmarra, which means to turn red, and yuwajja, which means to be twisted. And finally is form 10, right? What do we get here? Istaf'ala. Ista is added before fa'ala, and fa is now taking a sukoon. Instead of fa'ala, istaf'ala. Nasara is to help. Istansara, to ask for help. Can you see the intensity now is changing its meaning from help to ask for help. To forgive, ghafara. Istaghfara, to ask for forgiveness, right? I hope this was useful to you. Do you have any question, students?
No, alhamdulillah.
Good. So now, introduction to verb 1 to 10. Abwabul af'ala. Right. Here, form 1, original tri-letter roots verb. Fa'ala, okay, root verb, fa'ala. Can you see? This is form 1. And we have added 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 family of Nasara, Daraba, Fataha, Samia, Hasiba, Karuma, right? Now, these are Madi forms, as you can see. The root verb is Fa'ala. Remember that? Fa'ala. And then Nasara. Nasara yansuru unsur, la tansur. Nasirun, mansurun, nasrun, nusira, yunsaru. You would be requested to memorize this, please. Now, how many of you have you memorized amongst the students here? Can you raise hand? How many of you memorize this chart? Hajira, mashallah, good.
No, not the whole chart, Ustad.
Another whole chart.
Form 1,
Okay.
Form 2, and Form 3. Still struggling here.
Very
Okay.
good.
Yeah.
Still, you've done 3. This is good. Good news. Who else can you raise your hand? How many have you memorized, please? Anybody? Have you started memorizing?
No, I've done about first 5.
First 5. So you've done Nasara, Daraba, Fataha, Samia, Hasiba. Correct?
No, from Form 2.
Oh, Form 2.
Form 2.
Form 2, Form 3, Form 4,
Form 3.
and Form 5.
Yeah.
MashaAllah, that's even better. That's good. It is good news. It's taken us months, but if you memorize it, it's very, very good. I would suggest Ustada Hajira, Sanika, Shami, and Brother Juma Khan, you memorize the first one, Form 1, blindly, right? And then you forfeit the Madi Maruf, Mudari Maruf, Amr imperative, Nahi prohibitive, Ismu Fa'il, Ismu Maf'ul, Mazdar, Madi Majhul, Mudari Majhul. You just place them as you're memorizing it, right? But first, you memorize blindly. Nasara yansuru unsur latansur nasirun mansurun nasurun nusira yunsaru. Can you see that?
Start.
Yeah,
Can I just step in for a few minutes?
sure.
Like fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alat, the way we memorized it. If student doesn't memorize simultaneously, huwa huma hum, hiya huma hunna, anta antum antum, anti antum antunna, ana nahnu, horizontally and vertically, if they don't memorize it, it's no good. Because when you say fa'alna, they need to relate it to the vertical chart. Okay, so in this case, I mean, this is how everybody knows, wahum, and then fa'ala and all this going that way, corresponding, matching. Same way, the first thing they should be doing is this 9 keys they have to memorize. First thing. So this is first lesson. We didn't obviously say this before. I think the video clearly said that, inshallah, you too. So in the class, Ustad, it must be done, because if we leave it to them, you know and I know what happens, the way, method we have to show. So can I request you that now they memorize these 9 keys of this extended chart, okay? Means they will memorize like this, short version. Madi mudari amor nahi. Fa'il maful masdar, Madi majhul mudari majhul. You remember, Ustad, you remember yourself and everyone else.
Yeah.
This is the first thing. And then when they do nasara, yansuru, etc., they will be able to relate it.
Correct.
So it's not just nasara, yansuru pattern they will be memorizing. They need to know when they say unsur, they know it's the third one, third column. Madi mudari amor nahi. So, Ustad, if you could do that quickly, please. This is first chart of the teacher, and then you continue, inshallah.
So, okay, students, can you you understand the nine siga here?
Yeah, if you haven't memorized, then memorize it now. Means with Ustad's help. You know, 4, 3, 2. 4, 3, 2. Madi mudari amor nahi. Fail. They're verb.
Yeah.
First 4 verbs coming. Madi mudari amor nahi. And then 3 ism coming. Fa'il maful masdar. Short version to memorize. Not ismul fa'il, not ismul maful. You know, for memorization, you have to have you build a rhythm, short version, so you never forget. Alhamdulillah. And the last one is also fail, but they're passive. Majhul. Madi majhul, mudari majhul. So in that way, so just start this, get everybody engaged into this. So first 4, get everybody say this first 4. Hide it now. Yeah. Ask them to do the first 4. What are they?
Brother Jumahan, do you want to say?
Please, yes, please.
Brother Jumahan?
Okay, Madi, Mudari, Amr, Amr nahi.
Mm-hmm.
The next three, if you can.
Maful,
Fa'il, maf'ul.
Fa'il, and Masdar.
Yeah, in order. Fa'il, maf'ul, masdar. Fa'il, maf'ul, masdar.
Masdar. Madi, Mazul, Mudari, Mazul.
Madi, majhul, mudari, majhul. All 9 speedily. Fast.
Yeah. I was
Madi,
gonna
Mudari, Amr, Amr nahi.
Hmm?
Maful, Fa'il, Masdar.
No. If you change the order, it will be biggest trouble.
how we did it, Brother Jumahan.
Yeah.
Like Ustad told us, Madi Maruf, Mudari Maruf, right? Amar, Nahi, that's gone. It's for finish. Okay? Madi Mudari, Amar Nahi. Madi Mudari, Amar Nahi. Okay? Finish. Then is 3 isms. Okay? Fa'il, Maful, Masdar. Fa'il, Maful, Masdar.
Mm.
And then you got 2. Madi Majhul, Mudari Majhul.
Yeah, this is the order. Everybody do this now, one by
Yeah.
one. Yeah, next somebody try, and
Yeah.
everybody will be
Who
good.
wants to have a go, please?
Everyone has to.
Yeah. Shami Akhtar, Sadaf, Sanika.
I'll go stand.
Yeah. You can do. Hajira.
Okay. ماضي معروف مضارع معروف أمر نهي فاعل مفعول
Can
مصدر.
I just say, sister,
Yeah.
let's follow exactly the same, because you will be learning, you will be teaching, and this is how it should be done. Don't add maruf. When you don't say, it means it's maruf. Okay? So,
Okay.
madi mudari amar nahi.
Yeah. ماضي مضارع أمر نهي فاعل مفعول مصدر ماضي مجهول مضارع مجهول.
MashaAllah. Once more.
ماضي معروف أمر نهي فاعل مفعول مصدر ماضي معروف مجهول مضارع مجهول.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Good.
That's how everybody.
That's the rhythm. That's the rhythm. If you remember it like that,
yeah.
If you memorize it like that, it will be with you all the time, and you will
All
never
the time.
forget.
Yeah.
Who else?
Sister Sada.
Can I try?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Madi Mudari Amr Nahi Fa'il Maful Masdar Madi Mazul Mudari Mazul.
Good. Who else left, please?
I can go.
Yes.
Madi Mudari Amr Nahi. فاعل مفعول مصدر. ماضي مجهول مضارع مجهول.
Excellent. Good. Keep repeating, sister, and then it will come to you. Or you can say without looking at it. Madi Mudari Amr Nahi. Fa'il Maf'ul Masdar. And Madi Majhul Mudari Majhul.
Ustad, the new students who were first time in doing module 2, they've done it. Others don't need to do it because they have already done it.
Yeah.
So now you can go back to your chart again, Ustad.
Yeah.
And
Irfan Suhail just come in.
now when you memorize the rest of the lines, rows, you will feel like, this is fitting here, this is fitting there, in the same way. And this, like 4 by 4, when you say, particularly from 2 to 10, this is very important. Okay, if you could bring that chart, Ustad, the main chart.
Yeah.
Okay. Now they can read here 2 rows at a time. Ustad, please.
Yeah. Hajira.
Form 1 first. Form 1 first, yes.
Yeah, Form 1 first. Hajira?
Form 1.
Yeah.
Okay. فعل. فعل.
Yeah.
In فعل or نصر?
Nasara, from Nasara. You know
okay.
this is Fa'ala anyway.
Okay.
And it's noon. Why is it noon there? Any idea? Fa'ala noon, fa'ala duad.
Because
Why?
that's Bab Nasara.
Bab nasara, bab daraba. Yes, remember everybody. Important.
ففعل سمع حسب
Good.
كرما. Yeah.
Yes. Then
Okay.
carry on.
نصر ينصر انصر لا تنصر ناصر منصور نصر نصر ينصر.
Yunsaru. And I tell you one thing, you have already got it. You have done it in Majul lesson. You know, u'i'a, ain and lam kalima, ila sound. Fu'ila, ila. And the other one is yunsaru, yuf alu. Yeah, don't forget that. You know, you will need it, I'm telling you. Yesterday we were doing module 3 class, Sunday, and I got everybody. Any other way, not easy to identify. Ila alu, remember, mashallah. Next line only, sister. Just one more line, and then someone else can do it.
Okay. ضرب يضرب اضرب لا تضرب ضارب مضروب ضرب ضرب يضرب.
Yudrabu, mashallah.
MashaAllah.
Was that someone else?
Yes, Brother Juma Khan.
Mhm.
فتح يفتح افتح لا تفتح فاتح مفتوح فتح فاتح فتح يفتح
Yuftahu,
يفتح
yuftahu, yuf'alu, yuftahu. Yes. One more.
سامع يسمع اسمع لا تسمع سامع مس مسموع
Yes.
سمع سميع يسمع
No. Yeah. Yes.
Yusma. Always remember,
يسمع
you.
يسمع
Yeah.
Okay.
Next person, Shami. Shami Akhtar.
I don't know how it's going to
Uh,
write.
read it, sister. Read it.
You can read it from PDF.
Okay. From the Nasara or
No, Hasiba.
Hasiba. Hasiba Yahsibu Ihsab. Sorry, Ihsib. And then la tahsibu hasibun. Mahsubun hisabanun usiba yuhsabu.
Yeah.
Yuhsabu, yuhsabu,
Yuhsabu.
alu, yuhsabu, yuf'alu. Okay.
You said Amor, Ihsibun. It's not Ihsibun. Ihsib. Ihsib. Because Ba's got sukun. So
It has to be
ihsib.
sukun because amor. It has to be sukun.
Yeah.
Nahi, it has to be sukun. Nahi.
Yeah. La
La
tahsib.
tahsib. La tahsib. Okay. So that's why you need to remember amor, nahi. They are mazum. They are sukun at the end. Ihsib. La tahsib. La tahsib. Tah. There are a lot of discussion on this chart. A lot of points to cover. We are still on just nursery stage, okay? But do the nursery properly, inshallah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, you
Someone
have
else.
to. I mean, when you memorize it, always put attention to the letter you're reading. Ihsib la tahsib. You can see that ta is added. Okay, ha is now taking sukun. Tahsib. Okay? And then ismu fa'il hasibun. Ha has got
Yeah. All of them. One.
And ismu maf'ul is now not ha anymore, is mim. Mahsubun. Yeah. Mahsubun. Ihsaba. Is it ihsabanun?
Hisabanun, Ustad.
Oh, sorry, it's hisabanun. Yeah.
Hisabanun. This is as you know, masdar for form 1, most common pattern is nasrun, fa'alun. But there are how many other patterns of form 1 in masdar? How many? You studied this. How many? 15 different
15.
patterns. But most common one is?
Yeah, it's Sabanim, yeah.
No, most common one is fa'alun, nasrun. Most common pattern of form 1. Can you see nasrun, darbun, fathun, sam'un?
Yeah.
Just one is different.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, that's okay. And the last one.
Can you do the last one for me?
Last one is special, and we need to explain why is it special. Because this is referred to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's why you can see what's the meaning of karuma? He became honored. They're talking about highest honor. It's only Allah, karuma. This is not used for any other context. Karuma, he became honored. And can you see the meaning is kind of passive? Although the word is not passive, meaning is passive. He became honored. Can you see? So, because it's a passive meaning, that's why, look at this. Ismul maf'ul, you cannot have a passive meaning of a passive form of a word which has itself got built-in passive meaning. Think about it. You said, Allah became honored. How would you make a passive sentence of that? Not possible. Because the meaning is it's already passive. That's why there is no ismul maf'ul for form 1 karuma family. Okay? And masdar is okay. No madi majul, no mudari majul. Why? Because I said that to you. Is that understood, this point? It's important.
Students?
Yes, Ustad, it's understood.
MashaAllah. But to substantiate that, look at form 9 and form 7. What's the meaning here? To be split in fatara. It means it became split, passive meaning. Although it's not a majhul form. The meaning is in passive. For that reason, there is no ismul maf'ul of that and no madi majhul mudari majhul. Similarly, if Allah, it became red. Passive meaning, that's why no ismul maf'ul, no madi majhul mudari majhul. Okay? In that way, so many things needs to be taken out of this chart. So much more. But, make note, and in the video have covered that. YouTube video has covered that. You need to watch it how many times? Innumerable times you will be watching that video and studying this. There is no easy way of learning this lesson, my brothers and sisters. Get very serious. Quran is full of all these different forms. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously, some are used more. Okay, so if we look at form 1, is there anything more you need to know? Make sure 9 keys, like huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, etc. You know, when you say nasirun, ismul fa'il. When you say mansurun pattern, you saw something, it is maf'ul, maf'ulun, mansurun, masmu'un, mahsubun, maf'ulun pattern, maf'ulun, this is how my ustad taught me. And that's the best way. Okay, maf'ulun, mansurun, su means wow there, mansurun. So form 1 is very easy. Form 1 is actually not part of this lesson, but we start with form 1 and then continue. So any question on form 1? This is part of the previous learning which you have, but make sure we now know all the patterns using the 9 keys. Madi, majhul, madi, mudari, amr, nahi, fa'il, maf'ul, masdar, madi, majhul, mudari, majhul. MashaAllah. Ustad, would you like me to take over, Ustad?
Yeah. It's
Time
half
is
an hour.
for me now. Okay, now first thing I would be
Just
doing.
stop sharing it.
Yes, sir, please do share. And first thing I'm going to do is help you because you need to know very, very well this bit, what I'm going to show you. Ustad has already explained this, but we'll do some practical demonstration here. Okay, now Ustad said that trilateral Madi verb, Thulasi Mujarrad. Can you tell me what's the meaning of Thulasi Mujarrad? You need to know the meaning.
Dr. Mahmood, are you planning to share your screen or not yet?
Oh, okay. Can you see now? Yes,
Now,
you can.
yes.
Okay. So it's Fa'ala and it's Sulasi. Sulasiyun Mujarradun. Sulasi Mujarrad, short, okay? Fa'ala. Why is it called Sulasi Mujarrad? Who can tell me?
It's got three.
Huh? It's
It's
three
got
letters.
3 base letters and
Okay.
nothing's
That's
added
what-
to the word.
That's why Sulasa means from Salasa, okay? Salasun, Sulasiu, okay? Sulasa, Salasa is there. That's why it's 3 letter, that's why it's Sulasiu. And then Mujarrad, what does it mean?
It's nothing added to those 3 letters.
The most common, the base form.
There is a term, we should be using the same term, original. Mujarrad means original. Okay, that's how it is default, and then everything changes from this. So this is original. Fa'ala is original. Now what happens? It is explained, it is there, but can you tell me, everything is coming out of that, remember? Every form is coming out of that. We'll just repeat to make sure you fully know this by heart without any hesitation. So form 2, what's the difference between this and form 2? What changes? Tell me.
The
Ain has shadda.
added.
Ain has
Ain is
shadda.
added.
Okay. So as a result of that now, you have got how many letters now? From 3, you have got 4. So this is now Sulasi Mazid. Why is it called Mazid? Ustad said that, but repeat that. Which word has it come from? Mazid.
Ziyada.
Zada, verb. Zada, Arabic word. Zada. From Zada, it's Mazid. Okay, so it means something added, something increased here. Letter increment here. Everything is letter increase on all the forms. So that's why Majid now. So we had original Sulasi Mujarrad. Now we've got Sulasi Majid started. The first one letter added, Ain doubled. As a result of that, we get Shadda here, Fa'ala. Clear? And then what happens with form 3?
Fa with alif.
Fa with alif. Fa'ala. Fa'ala. So everything remains same from fa'ala except the letter alif is added to fa kalima. Fa'ala. Okay. 4, what's the difference? So you had fa, and then you had ain, then you had this. Okay. Fa. Okay, what happened here?
Alif added in the beginning. Fa'ala.
Hamza is added.
Don't call it alif
Hamza,
at all. It
sorry.
is important, and then sukun. And then sukun on fa kalima. Now, listen to this very carefully. From 1 to 10, nowhere in any of these verbs the hamza appears anywhere. Only form 4 has got Hamza. Only Form 4 has got Hamza. You know that chart that showed you. Where is it? Okay. It is very important. It's very interesting as well. Can you see? It will take time. I mean, it takes 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, minimum 5 times. Studying it, going back, going back, going back, going back. The mistake, correct it, rectify it, go back, go back, go back. In a teaching, through a teaching like this, it's not possible. 10 forms of verbs, okay? Now, only this one has got Hamza. Okay, very important takeaway. Only this one. I didn't know it for a very long time when I started, okay? Gradually, 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 one after another complexity, barrier, I just overcame, alhamdulillah. So that is something, remember. And then where is the other one now? Yes. So af'ala, Hamza came, okay? And then fa with sukun. Yeah, this is a common pattern, remember. Anything comes. For example, fa'ala is the main. Now, ya added, mudariu, alamat mudariu, ya added. As soon as on to the original structure, something is added, automatically remember the first letter of the original structure will have sukun. You will see this everywhere, and it's important. Okay, good. Af'ala, done. And then Form 5, what happens? What's the pattern? Form 5.
Added with the Form 2.
Tafa'ala, taqabbala. Okay, tafa'ala. What happened? Change. Ta is added. Okay, ta is added. And then tafa'ala. Okay. Now, do you notice that fa'ala, number 2, it is fa'ala, okay? Number 2, fa'ala, and ta is added. So, what is matching here between 2 and 5? I'm sorry. Yeah. So, remember the number 2536. It is important that you remember, otherwise you will be struggling. 2536. 2 is fa'ala. 2, 5 is tafa'ala. Tafa'ala is 2 plus ta. Do you get it? Tafa'ala is fa'ala plus ta. So 2, 5 similarity. Clear? And I said 2, 5, 3, 6. 3 is fa'ala, correct? So it's ta added before fa'ala, tafa'ala. This is how you will remember. Otherwise, there is no other way. So we have got Form 2, fa'ala. Then we've got Form 3, fa'ala. Now Form 4 is special, different, af'ala. 5, 6. 2, 5, 3, 6. 2 fa'ala and 5 is similar except the ta added. And 3 is fa'ala and it's same as Form 6 except the ta extra added. Would you remember that? Will you remember that? You have to remember, no choice.
Yes.
2, 5, 3, 6. Okay? Fa'ala, tafa'ala. Fa'ala, tafa'ala. This is the how the words have changed and every form comes out from one to another. Is that okay? Tafa'ala and ta, fa, ta.
Tafa'ala.
Sorry.
Tafa'ala. 6.
Fa, because it's 2 is fa. Okay?
Yeah.
And ta here. Tafa'ala. Okay?
Yeah.
So 2536, remember that number. So 7 is unique. You have to remember in added with form 1. Fa'ala, in fa'ala. In added to 1 and 7. 1 and 7, what's the relationship? 7 is fa'ala from 1 plus in added at the beginning. In added with form 1, it makes form 7 in fa'ala. In fa'ala. And form 8, okay, this is in fa'ala. So it is fa'ala and then in fa'ala. Okay. Now remember, is this Hamza? Is this Hamza? Never. This is only Hamza at the beginning. This is the only verb starts with Hamza. And nowhere inside or outside Hamza will appear within these forms of verbs. So 7 is in fa'ala, and now 8, you have to remember it's ifta'ala. Again, bring fa'ala. Fa'ain la. Now what happens here? This is Hamzatul Wasl. Alif comes, okay? And then this fa will become sukun because it's becoming one word here. One, okay? If ta is extra, if ta'ala format, if ta is extra, it's coming here. If ta'ala. If ta'ala, you'll be very, very familiar with this very soon, inshallah. If you remember this way, how the verbs derive from one to another. So it is also unique here. Number 9, if Allah, don't worry too much about it. It's color mentioned. It's not all color. This is used so rarely 2 or 3 times. There are reference to this verb in the Quran as well, but they are not actually color. It's like, it looks like dark gray, it looks like green shadow, that kind of expression there. So don't worry too much about this. Just know it indicates color and body defect, physical defect in the body. Hands broke, legs broke, like that. Okay, very, very rare. Form 10 is very important. Now, this is special and it is easy and it is interesting. Ista comes with fa'ala, but first it is sukun, istaf'ala. Istaf'ala. So can you see it's fa'alas, then ista added, connected, so that's why it's sukun. Istaf'ala, istaghfara, istansara. Ista means in most 90% situation to seek forgiveness, to seek help, to seek. He sought help. Okay, ista. Okay? Is that, will you remember this, what we just said? Time is running fast. But this goes like that, okay? This lesson goes like that. Unless you really grasp this first bit of foundation, then it's a problem. But inshallah, in this way it will happen. Okay, so this is done. Now, about the meaning, Ustad showed the meaning. We should not explain any more on that, but I'll give you some good news and some bad news. Good news is he has given you a common pattern. He showed you, he said, fa'ala, then fa'ala, causation, intensity. And you saw the meaning. Okay? It makes sense. Fa'ala, and then you doubled it. So it's intensified. It's fine. But there will be meaning of all this, different meaning. They don't carry same meaning. For example, for this pattern, you will see its causation and intensification meaning. But you will see completely opposite meaning for the same form of verb. Most of them similar meaning, many of them opposite meaning, and some of them even completely different meaning. Like kasara kasara, then alima allama. Ustad has explained that. These are common, fine. But there will be some words in form 2, you will say it's completely different meaning is introduced. That's how it is. We can't change it. Okay. So about the meaning, whatever is there, you will learn. And the variation you will see as you go along, inshallah. Okay. Now, the general difference between form 3 and form 3. Okay, let's talk about form 3. Form 3 will always engage a third party. Qatala, he killed. He just killed. There was no fighting there. There was no party involved. One party just did the job. But when you say qatala, he fought. Means he fought with somebody. Third party came. They were fighting between them, hitting each other. Then something happened, maybe killed. Okay. So general understanding when it's form 3, it will engage a party. He said kataba is he wrote, but kataba, okay, kataba is he communicated, he corresponded with somebody. He made communication. It means third parties. Another party will be involved here. Generally, form 3, remember, it's just engaging a third party. You will see many examples there. Af'ala is causation as well as intensification and maybe few other different meanings as well. But these are common, what I just said. Tafa'ala, this is, if I go to this, okay, you don't have to remember this, but think about it. If you understand it now, that will be enough. Form 5 and form 6, can you see reflexive? What does it mean? Reflexive means you take it inside, thinking deep. There will be some meanings where it will be more than just doing something. It's actually reflecting, means deep analytical expression there. Okay. Just remember this for the time being. Reflexive means it's taking it inside. Taking it inside means thinking deep about it. Okay, it's fine. 6 is similar, reflexive, and it will mean 6. Okay, I'll just touch a little bit. In this example, you will see subject can be object and object can be also subject. Okay, later on, we will discuss it in details. Number 7, it will have a passive meaning. In fatara, it got split. Number 8, reflexive, intransitivity. Do you know intransitive? Can you remember? You completed module 2.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which means maf'ul, right? Doesn't need a maf'ul.
No, it's not.
Transitive means doesn't need a maf'ul.
Correct. Object, okay?
Yeah.
Transitive means there's no object. Transitive means there will be an object, maf'ul. Yes. Okay, good. 9, don't have to discuss. 10, causation, reflexive, both. Okay? Generally, this reflexive thing, it will be important for you to very, very well understand this. Number 3, can you see associative? You understand that what I just said before means there will be another party associated. Okay? Reciprocal, one with another, between 2, 3 parties. Okay, that's done, mashallah. This color coding, now watch it. Okay? This is blue. Make a note of this. From Nasara to Istansara, from 1 to form 10, Mudari form of form 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. What did I say? 2, 3, 4. You, alamute mudariyu. You sarrifu. You qatilu. Yukrimu. You. The rest is iya. So which ones will have you, alamat mudari'u? You or tu, whatever. Which ones? Form 2,
Form 2, 3, 4.
2, 3, 4. You, important. Otherwise you will get mixed up, inshallah. Then these two, 5 and 6, this is in one color. It is all coming from fa'ala, and ta is added, and it is also matching with 2, 5, 3, 6, 2, fa'ala, tafa'ala, fa'ala 3, and 6 is tafa'ala. Okay, that's why they are highlighted like this. In fa'ala, if ta'ala, they're in yellow color, they're unique on its own, no exact similarity, but these two are like 2 letter added, 2 extra letter added. In, and then E plus ta, 2. That's why it's in yellow color. This is just done by me, and it helps. So you remember in fa'ala 2 letters, and if ta'ala, not side by side, ta and e, alif is added extra. If Allah fine is tansara fine. Then memorization comes, okay? Memorization comes, and you have to memorize it. First of all,
what did you tell about Form 5 and 6?
Sorry, say again.
What did you tell about 5 and 6?
5 and 6, what I meant is 2, 5, 3, 6. And ta is added. That's why this is common here. Ta is added on 5 and 6. So you'll remember 3 form verbs. 2, 3, 4, they will have mudari'u you. The rest is iya. And then 5, 6, you will have ta added on 5 and 6. 7, 8, one is in added, on another one it's ta'ala, alif and ta added, 2 letters added, some commonality. Is it okay? The commonality here is ta added, but it's 2 matching with 2 and matching with 3. This is for, you memorized it blindly, but you need to know this, what I'm saying, otherwise you will not be able to distinguish it in the Quran, inshallah. It will be all okay later. You will be absolutely good on these things, no problem. But I'm just showing where you need to pay attention. Okay.
And also is that like the way you said, only Form 4 has a hamza in the beginning, you said, right?
Yes.
But
yes.
And the 8, like we have a hamza with a kasra, so we call that as a hamzatul wasl, right?
The rest is wasl.
I think this is an irregular verb which starts with the kasra. Is that the exception here?
Say again.
Okay. So Form 4, we said that a hamza is there in the beginning, correct? Yes. So that is hamzat qata'.
Yeah.
Now in Form 7 and 8, the hamza which we see in the end, in the beginning with the kasra, that is actually a hamzatul wasl in the beginning. And because and because this is an irregular verb, that's why
You're breaking up. It is not an irregular verb. It is a regular verb. Okay. Irregular verb definition is there cannot be any consonant and there cannot be any hamza. Okay, this is regular verb. This is hamzatul wasl. Okay. Hamzatul irregular verb, as you know, if it's holding any of the consonant or hamza or and then no repetition.
I meant the verbs which begin with the kasra.
No, this is hamzatul wasl. Okay, no on that. So that's fine. And So these information which I just shared with you, each of them are very, very important. And now the challenge is you need to come forward by the next class. Before the next class, you have to memorize this. Sarrafa yusarrifu, sarrif la tusarrif. Okay, tusarrif. Can you see? Tusarrif, because of you. Everything else is la taqabbala, la taqabala, la, and ta. But with 2, 3, 4, it's two. Tusarrif, la tuqabila, la tuqabil, sorry, la tuqabil, la tukrim. These three. Otherwise, this is ta ending. Okay, clear? Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Okay. So, and I mean, in the first lesson, these points are very important. You need to come forward, because if you are delayed on that, it's really caused a lot of difficulty for all of us. This needs to be memorized. This must be memorized. This is Form 1, don't worry, this is okay. But these ones, this is one word we have chosen, sarrafa. And this word is going to help you for the rest of your life when you read Quran and you teach Quran, because this pattern is going to sink within your mind and brain, and this will come out. Sarrafa yusarrifu. Sarrif, can you see sarrif pattern? Also pattern, sarrif. You think about the mudari formation. Yusarrifu, you gone. Sarrif. Okay. There is some very special information which you need to know, but we will talk about this later part. Why is it akrama? Then mudari should have been you akrimu. That's the formula says, but there is an exception. You akrimu is not there. Yukrimu. It is shortened. Why that is shortened? It is so interesting, and you will learn it in the Ghairu Sahih chapter. Ghairu Sahih chapter, you already started the introduction part is done. Then it will come, and then you will see why akrama is the only form for verb. Akrama means all form for verb, and the mudari will be only the hamza will be taken off. Hamza will not be there. But as a rule of Ghairu Sahih grammar, when you change it to another format, then Hamza will come back. We'll show this later, inshallah. So that's okay. So it's really, really, you have to memorize it. Come 100%, Brother Jumma and all the sisters, brothers here, make sure that there is no gap. You are absolutely solid on it. Yeah, how many times it will need, I don't know, but you must do this, because otherwise, when we start discussing all this, it will be diff problem. Okay, please. Okay, inshallah. And this nine keys. Okay, can you see everything is explained following this format? Madi mudari amru nahi, fa'il maful masdar, madi majhul mudari majhul. Okay, time is over. Any quick question? If not, you can go home and start the hard work. This is so important chapter. I'm sure you do know this by now, that when we cannot show Quran for the module 1 students. We just focus on module tri-letter verb, 3-letter verb only, but we cannot show them because Quran is full of form 2 to form 10, full of all these verbs forms there. So this pattern is very important, brothers and sisters. You have to come forward. Is that a promise from everyone? Everyone. Yes. Inshallah. You write it down many, many times. Just this bit. You work on this bit only. You only work on this bit. Fa'ala, you don't have to memorize. But these words, because this is going to really drive you correctly. Okay, I sometimes think about is I thought about it, that we learn driving, and then driving instructor teaches the push this what do you call it, for accelerator, then this is first gear, change the gear, then they push the, what is it called, Ustad? On your feet you press.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clutch.
Clutch. Okay. So you do this, you learn it, then you get mixed up, you just do mistake. But later on, it becomes a habit. Okay, you're talking, you don't know, but your leg is doing its job. So these 9 keys and these keys, sarrafa in this order is going to drive you properly, inshallah. There's no alternative. So I can't say anymore. A promise from everybody, and Ustad will take a test. He will suddenly say, I've got a verb called, okay, I'll show that to you. Can you see? These are from 2 verb examples? Can you see allama, sallaha, and on and on, sabbaha. So what you will do when you are learning, you will be learning sarrafa, memorize it, solid, then you do some homework yourself. Okay, you just take a verb, allama, yuallimu, allim, la tuallim, muallimun, muallaman. Then special masdar, that is ta'limun, because this is going to tell you, this is going to teach you, that it's tasrifun. Masdar is good news. This has got 15 different pattern, form 1, right? But this is one only. So if you see taslimun means tasrifun, well enough, strong enough, absolutely solid, then you will remember this tasrifun means it's a form 2. Then this has got only 2 varieties. Otherwise, all of them only one pattern of masdar, only one, but they're different, okay? They're different. Some similarity there, some similarity. You will understand that, but and know that. Madi majhul, mudari majhul, okay, because if you know the formula, it's okay. But in this order, 9 keys, you have to do this, including masdar. So Ustad might test you saying, I've got a verb for you. Can you just tell me what is the masdar form of that? Okay, so it's a form 2, for example. Okay, this is how you will prepare yourself. Rafa'a. Rafa'a, you do your chart. Okay, 9 keys. And then another one. In that way, you will be solid. Barraka, yubarriku, barrik, la tubarrik. Okay, mubarrikun, mubarrakan. Then tabrikun, taslimun, tasrifun, pattern. La'ana. In the same way, do this. So this is the task. Is that okay, everyone? Promise, don't let us down. Please. So it's hard work, and you have to do it. Okay? No question, Ustad, fine. Ustad, finish.
Yeah, we'll finish because Maghrib
Ustad
started.
Sadiq should say a few words, just few words.
Sorry, from Maghrib time is already coming. So let's
okay.
conclude, inshallah.
Okay, inshallah. Ustad Muhammad, yeah.
Okay. Students, I mean, it was beautiful lessons. Dr. Mahmoud explained so many things. I'm sure you made a note. I would only just ask you finally to remember the 9 siga, please. This is very important, which is, we call it header. But if you remember the 9 siga and then blindly memorize the words that are given below, you'll be able to forfeit them. Eventually you will know what that means. And then I'll ask you to, before the next lesson, which is on Sunday, can you memorize the whole chart, please? As much as you can. And also
I would say it's not as much as that. The whole chart has to be. There's
Yeah.
no 3 line I have done, the 3 line I've, no, not acceptable for this, inshallah.
Inshallah. Okay.
This lesson is continuous, isn't it, Ustad?
Yeah, this
Yeah.
lesson is continuously next Sunday as well.
Inshallah.
We got 5 lessons, 6 lessons on this.
No, 6, Ustad. Only 4. 4. Okay?
Ustad has scheduled 4, but okay, if we can finish in 4, then we will.
It has to be finished. Then
Yeah.
there will be test on this. There will be proper revision on this. If
Yeah.
I don't do this,
Mm.
he will fail. He will fail, and you won't be able to achieve what you are working to achieve. It has to be done. So there has to be revision.
Yes.
Yeah, we have
Proper.
to. Yeah.
Okay? So that's why it's 4 days. The teachers, except the head teacher, it's a 4 days lesson. And this 5th and 6th class will be by the head teacher. And inshallah, that will solidify you. But I don't want to do the teaching on the 5th class and 6th class. Please.
Sure.
Please. Good. Okay.
Okay.
Complete,
So,
Ustad.
Barakallahu fikum. We'll see you next Sunday, inshallah. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.